What's up, guys? I am back with another video, and today we're going to be talking about the Real Housewives of Potomac. We're going to break down the trailer and the storylines for this season. Now, I did a just reaction yesterday, and I didn't really get all my thoughts out because, I was kind of cut for time trying to get out a lot of content as possible, but I wanted to do this video kind of to break down everything that's going on. Now, the big thing this season is going to be the fight between Monique and Candace. Now, this all happened back in November, and basically they made a whole storyline for this season. And basically, from what I'm told, this is according to DJ Richie Style. You guys can follow him on YouTube. He has all the tea when it comes to the Real Housewives. Now, from what's told from the police report, basically this happened during a taping, and Candace was the instigator, threw a drink of Monique, and then Monique reacted and basically threw hands on Candace. And that basically made Candace go to the courthouse and file charges, which later made Monique file charges. Now, this caused a lot of distension. As we saw in the trailer, you had Giselle, who has had it out for Monique since day one, basically be like, you set us back, I don't want to film with you. And from what's being said, allegedly, Giselle and Robin are taking Candace's side, while Karen and Ashley are taking Monique's side. If we're going to be honest, if you watch the show, Candace just does not like Monique. And Giselle doesn't like Monique. Basically, Monique's being put in a corner, and they're trying to ice her out. She was not invited to the season's Christmas party, which was the finale, hosted by Robin. And, child, from what we heard about the finale, the husbands get into it too. Chris and Michael. So, and Chris, he got himself some almost on one of the blogs, so it's just like, ugh. The thing is, Candace is a person that likes to bark but not bite. And I say that because a lot of people, they will talk that talk, but they can't walk that walk because they think that they can say a bunch of stuff without someone coming back at them. Okay, y'all saw last season when Candace was trying to get them hands when Monique was pregnant and she was ready to pounce, but Karen had to hold her back. Okay, Monique wasn't having it. You can only poke the bear so much before they pounce, and Monique did. And you saw in the trailer that Monique probably doesn't want to be part of the show anymore. I would be disappointed if she left, but I also wouldn't be surprised because really this show, honestly, this franchise, it really is about Mean Girls, really, when you think about it. I was thinking about it last night. It's like, this is really about adult Mean Girls. I mean, not last season. Was it the season before that? I remember season 3 when Ashley was literally starting that whole rumor about Monique being an alcoholic and that's why she lost her baby. I was mad at that. I also mad about how Giselle was literally harping on Karen's finances, literally while she was dealing with grieving both of her parents that died within 7 months of each other in between production. And then last season, man, what was the thing last season? I can barely remember. Honestly, but those are the most recent ones that I found out about. But they brought the Karen stuff back into that season too. But honestly, I feel when this all happened, everyone was on Monique's side because everyone knows Candace is an instigator. She instigates with everybody. She instigated with Ashley last season with the whole butter knife thing. Just, ugh. And here's my thing. Candace, she might receive some penalties as well because what the tea is, her and Ashley are still fighting, but when BravoCon was going on, Ashley went to Andy and Bravo, basically saying, either you take me to BravoCon, or I don't go if you take her. So Candace ended up being allegedly disinvited from BravoCon because of the beef with Ashley, but also because of the fight. And I'm going to get into that later. Was this Ashley, response to siding with Monique? Maybe, possibly, yes and no. They still have their lingering beef going on. And, Ashley, as a new mother, she understands the position that Monique is being put in, okay? Candace knows Monique has more to lose than her. Not just business-wise. She has a family. She has 3 young children. You're willing to send his mom to jail? Now, granted, she could have maybe gotten a couple of months, but still, that's still jail time. She has a family to think about. And back onto the charges thing, reality shows don't like lawsuits and charges. That's why allegedly they paid off that cameraman from last season, the one with Michael. And this season, you had Candace, basically run off to press charges rather than sitting with production and Monique to get this sorted out. Have you guys watched Real Housewives of Atlanta? Name one person that has ever pressed charges on somebody. Because they get into fights. Have they ever pressed charges? No. Potomac is still like the new franchise. And the thing is, Candace basically put herself in the hole with Bravo because she ran off and pressed these charges, giving negative press for the show. And you have Chris causing all these problems with the blogs, and then the alleged fight that happened at the Christmas party. So it's like, you're kind of digging yourself in a hole. You're going to get yourself a penalty. I said the same thing this is the same thing that happened with Nene in Closetgate. She got, cut from episodes. She got suspended, and we didn't see her for the first episodes of this current season. And so I would not be surprised if Candace is cut and won't be coming back for season 6 if they get renewed for season 6. Because, this season, it looks to get delivered and may get renewed. Now on to the next one. That was a lot. On a side note, her and Chris are trying to have a baby. Monique's trying to balance everything with being a new mom and all the businesses and all that. So, yeah. Karen and Ray might get divorced. Robin and Juan, they're trying to work stuff out. We see him get engaged later. We know that's happening. Giselle and Pastor Bryant, do we believe it? I'm probably, at this point, I'm not believing anything. Y'all know I don't like Giselle. But let's get to Ashley and Michael. Child, at this point, Ashley, what are you doing? How much can you put up with? At this point, you've already you stood by his side when you were going through that whole lawsuit and allegations. Now you have this another scandal popping up with him being with strippers. Now, allegedly, according to Funky Dineva, it was a man and a woman. So you have that going on, and you have him admitting to you like, oh, he went to a hotel room. Ashley, at this point, you're just looking, last season you were delusional, and now this season you're just looking pathetic staying. I mean, honestly, at this point, you have the security with the baby. Go ahead and file for divorce, okay? I know y'all went ahead and renegotiated the prenup. It went from 2 years to 5 years. Y'all been married past the 5 years, okay? You have a child, so you have that guaranteed alimony plus child support. Also, the check with Bravo, that's going to guarantee you to come back next season because you're fresh off a divorce. You're going to be raising a son by yourself. You're going to be a single parent back on the dating. Okay, you have that set up for you. Also, Michael has already fractured your relationship with Bravo already. Okay, you're not in the grace right now. I mean, now you've had this baby that secured your spot for this season already. But now you have all this happening, this headline again. How much more can you put up with? Now, I don't know if it's because you're trying to stay for security or he's trying to keep you in there. He had leverage before. I cannot make words. He had leverage with you the first couple of years in your marriage. Now you have this baby. You can go ahead and fight for custody with all these antics that has been documented on this show. Okay? All I'm saying is, girl, escape while you can. Now, let's get into Wendy Osefu, the new girl of the cast, okay? Now, I'm, hats off to Bravo for going ahead with this because really the cast needs some freshening up, and I feel like Wendy's a great addition because she is somebody who is the epitome of Black excellence, okay? She has several degrees. She is a self-made woman. She is of African descent, okay? She is a proud wife, mother of 3, and she is not here for the BS, okay? You saw in that trailer that she was basically climbing back at Ashley, okay? Now, when I read the synopsis for the season, I thought she was going to ruffle Giselle's feathers, but now I'm thinking she's going to ruffle Giselle and Ashley's feathers because y'all know Giselle is the sorority president, okay? She loves to haze the new girls. But with Wendy, she can hold her own. And I cannot wait for her to show that on this show, okay? Now, honestly, I didn't think I was going to review Potomac this season, but now I am, okay? I'm adding that to the docket. I'm definitely going to be putting that up on the channel. We're not going to get it till May, but honestly, with the way things are going with COVID, we might be stuck in here till then, so Anyway, let me know how you guys feel about this new season of Potomac. Who are you looking forward to? What storyline you're most interested in? And I'll see you guys in the next video. Stay safe.